Alright, and we're back for part 2. So, I filled it up with the sugar. I wasn't able to put all of it in there, but I did get the 10 pounds in there. And then I also put a teaspoon of citrus acid in there as well to help with the conversion. Now, you usually want to bring this up to like a kind of like a small simmer for like at least an hour. But yeah, I'm probably not going to do that because it's probably going to take too damn long. But I wanted to go over some of the other things too. Oh, another thing about 48-hour turbo yeast, you really don't have to rehydrate this like you would with other types of yeast. This is, like I said, it's like yeast on crack and meth mixed together, and you just dump it in and it goes. But I've got my hydrometer, and you can get these online at Amazon. Like I said, I'm not going to put a link because your lazy ass can get online and find it yourself. Everybody knows how to do it. Also, I've got kind of like a graduated cylinder here. It's a small one. I got this also from a brewing shop at Friar Tuck. Like 95% of the stuff I got was at Friar Tuck's. I mean, honestly, and there's a Friar Tuck in like every state. You know, check out your brewing aisle. You want to get into it? I'm going to say it's expensive. But the big thing is getting all of your stuff, your big first buy, like your Carvoy, your stuff like that. Once you get it all after that, it's just, if you want to do wine, it's going to be fruits and water. You want to do distilling, you're going to need a still, and that's extremely expensive. But, you know, but yeah, sugar washes, beers, we'll get to beers because I'm new to that. So it'll be a learning process for the both of us. But like I said, I got this guy all washed out. See, it's all foggy and stuff. And I just put some Starzan in there. Starzan, this is a sanitizer. You can also get it at Friar Tuck's. It can be kind of expensive. Like this little guy right here was like $18, but it's a concentrate. And one of the things I like to do is put it in a spray bottle. And so instead of having to like literally submerge stuff, you could just spray it down. Like say you wanted to, you know, I don't have to worry about submerging it. And the bubbles are fine. This is food grade sanitizer. You know, if you want to give it a rinse out, you can, but you don't have to. And then, like I said, you can also get that at Friar Tuck's like I did. This is a racking cane. Oh! Did you get it? It almost fell. There we go. What was it? This is a brew bucket that I also got from Friar Tuck's. I also got this racking cane from Friar Tuck's as well too. The tube I had to buy separate, but it was like 35 cents, literally. But you'll need kind of all this stuff. I mean, you don't necessarily need the racking tube, it just makes it easier. The only other big thing I can think of, other than me wasting water and turning that off, is to sanitize everything. Like, the last thing you want to get is some kind of funk or other kind of fungus, other than yeast, because that's good fungus, into your brew and literally poison the shit out of yourself. You know what I mean? But yeah, look at this. It used to be really cloudy, and now it's nice and clear. And because of that citrus acid, the yellow's starting to go away. So everything's getting nice and converted over. And it's kind of thick, you can tell. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm probably not going to let this guy go to a boil because of how full it is. But I've got it on, just like I said, my regular stovetop. And yeah. So, what I'm going to be doing after that is I'm going to be taking this, going to be putting it into the bucket. Going to sanitize the bucket first. But we'll do that on the, actually, you know what, I'll just pause this. Alright, so back to what I was saying, what do you call it? Like this guy, I'm not going to let it come up to a simmer like you usually do, but, little disclaimer, like I said, I'm not necessarily new to homebrewing. I've been doing it for almost about a year now, and I've done wine, mead, I've done alcohol, like I've got the mason jars in the other room, but I've literally distilled something to 190 proof. So, I mean, I know what I'm doing, but like I said, this is all still kind of like a learning experience for a lot of new home brewers. But so if I do something wrong and you don't like it, I don't care. Put it in the comments. Who cares? I don't even know if anybody's really going to watch these. But that being said, let's get back to what I was going to do. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to dump it in there. in the in the brew bucket. This has been washed. It has been sanitized with Starzan. This guy. And then so what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to dump the rest of the sugar in there. And I'm going to get this cool looking dude. And then I'm going to put the rest of the sugar in there while it's like nice and hot like this. And I'm going to blend the rest of that other sugar up in there. So I will be back again. All right, so I'm back. I've got sugar in there. Sugar water in there. And I'm dumping more sugar in there. So that will be a total of 14 pounds of sugar altogether. So this is a little, what do you call it? Little paddle that you can hook up to a drill. I got this, like I said, Friar Tuck's. It was like $5. I'm going to attach this to my drill, and then I'm going to blend that up. And then we're going to add water to this guy. Get it up to the 5-gallon mark and then let it cool down so we can, what do you call it, pitch our yeast. So here it is. Kind of takes a little, there we go. Now you don't want to whip a lot of air into that because you don't want to invite any buggies or anything like that. And because this is hot, we want to try and cool it down as fast as we possibly can. So after I give this a good mix for like 1 or 2 minutes, I'm literally just going to add a fuck ton of cold water to it as fast as I possibly can to get it down the temperature. So I will be back with that, and we'll switch over to the third part of putting it into the carvoy and pitching our yeast, and then putting our airlock on and everything. And we'll go through all that in the third part.